a masterful game from Nikola Jokic. And I think I think you deserve an apology from me, man. I'm so sorry, Jokic. I think I'm such a fan of Anthony Edwards right now and everything that he stands for, everything he's saying, talking. He says all the right things. He has charisma. He has flashes of Michael Jordan. I just like his style of play. And I think a part of me was kind of just hoping that he can get over the hump early and really have this legendary career. But that's not how things go. I mean, I have a whole video that's dedicated to
negative.
That's dedicated to what would have happened if Michael Jordan would have played Akeem Olajuwon.
Tony Parker
And my argument
green skill
is that he can't contest what a dominant center can do. And it's like I lost sight of that in this situation. And Jokic has proven that he's not only one of the best players ever, but you can definitely argue that he deserves the MVP award, right? And he obviously has taken this matchup personally. I know he doesn't say much, but ever since Shaq told him on national TV that he thought that SGA should have won the MVP over him, rather than just congratulating him, because I feel the same way, but in that moment, you didn't have to do that, Shaq, even though you are G14 classification. But you didn't have to do that in that moment. And ever since then, 30s and just straight dominating. The Minnesota Timberwolves aren't able to do what they were able to do. Can't do what they were able to do in the first two games. It's fucking a lot of ables in that shit right there. But Jokic is playing a lot of ISO basketball, leaving Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns on an island. They were doing what I think Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns needs to learn how to do. They're doing what Brunson was doing. And it's that sometimes the play is just to get this person in open space where they can't get double teamed. They had a lot of possessions for Jokic where he would get the ball at damn near the wing, the slot, with no strong side corner. So no one can double team him, and he would just go to work. ISO basketball, highly efficient. He is the mismatch no matter who's on him. Brunson proved that. McConnell was on him post up. Nesmith was on him, shake him up a little bit. It didn't matter. There was no matchup hunting. They were the matchup. They were the mismatch. And clearly, Jokic has heard all of the chatter. Yes, SGA could have been the MVP of the season. Yes, through most of the year, Joel Embiid was probably the best basketball player on the planet and should have been the MVP of the season had he not gotten hurt. However, the only one that has proven it deep in the playoffs and has a ring to show for it is Jokic. All of the MVP, all of the MVP, all of the people in the MVP race, in my eyes, have just showed up and performed. Tatum had a really big game also. You can say whatever you want with Mitchell not being out. That was a big game for them. And he was able to take the game over and win the game. Shea did the same exact thing. carried his team to victory. Literally carried his team to victory. Brunson had a masterful game as well. And Jokic showed everyone why from game 0 to 82, and then from the end of April through June, the player through all of that, from October to June, the best player is Jokic. That's what he's proving right now. And the NBA is so exciting because it feels like at any given night, they're all in this race. Jokic obviously has proven it and could be potentially on his way to a second championship. Excuse me. Because I don't want to speak too early, but I feel like this series is over. There's a moment in the Minnesota game where Jaden McDaniels was so frustrated with the offensive foul call, he went right down the court and fouled Murray really hard, and then Aaron Gordon got in his face. You could just tell that the frustration is getting to them. And yes, we could say defense all we want, but these players do want to score and get some shots off, especially when they don't have the same confidence like Anthony Edwards does, or the same amount of shots even. So I think the stars have come out. The stars have come out and they've shown us why they are who they are. And the playoffs has just been fantastic. It's been so much fun to watch. These guys are just, they're balling. Jokic, who's already playing great, has just somehow taken it up a notch the last couple games.